Hello, football fans, and welcome to a new season and series here on the Phantom Fighter channel. This is called the Best of the 90s. Roster that I created with kudos and a bunch of help provided by the base roster, which is the 1990 season roster created by I Teach History 78, which you can find in the Madden share. This, of course, has been changed up to include the best teams of the 90s, not just teams from the 1990 season. But here we go. Opening game Thursday night. The 1992 Dallas Cowboys are visiting the 1999 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Take a look at the X Factors real quick. On the home team, the Buccaneers, you got superstars such as John Lynch, Warren Sapp, the big defensive tackle, Derek Brooks, an outside linebacker, and Mike Allstott, halfback/fullback. Also superstars Hardy Nickerson, middle linebacker, and the center Tony Mayberry. For the Super Bowl champion 1992 Dallas Cowboys, superstar X Factors Emmitt Smith at running back and Jay Novacek at tight end. Plenty of superstars in Nate Newton on the offensive line, Michael Irvin, the wide receiver, Stepnoski also on the offensive line, and Troy Aikman, the quarterback. So now that you know the X Factors, let's get ready to watch a game between two of the greatest teams from the 90s. Holy cow, I hope that wasn't so loud for you as it was for me, as it almost busted my ears. There's Dilfer coming out, Warren Sapp and Culpepper getting ready. But this is it, 92 Cowboys, 99 Bucks. Of course, I'm going to favor the Cowboys here, as the 1992 Cowboys, of course, you all probably know, won the Super Bowl that year, whereas the 99 Buccaneers lost in the NFC Championship game to the 99 Rams. 99 Rams, another team here in the roster set. So let's get ready to set this up for simulation. Give me a minute here. Whoops. Dang it. Not what I wanted to do. Okay, apparently I'm going to have to make this kick. Thought I hit the sim button first, but apparently I hit the square button first. Okay, so let's see if they show us Trent Dilfer before I go to simulation. Here we go. Trent Dilfer coming out. There you see his ratings. Now this is compared to the greatest teams of the 90s, so quarterback definitely a weak spot for the Buccaneers. And furthermore, they are starting Dilfer in this game, but would not be surprised if we get to Sean King sometime during the season. Cowboys, of course, would like to stay with Aikman the entire season. But here we go. Allstott, the single back in the backfield. Tampa Bay Buccaneers of 1999. Of course, they are a good team because of their defense, not their offense. So let's see. On the first play, Dilfer goes back and gets sacked by Russell Maryland. Not a good start for the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers in 1999 did go 11-5. Scored only 270 points, which was 27th in the league that year, but only allowed 235 points, which was third best in the league. And again, that is why they are here. There's a pitch out to Warwick Dunn. You'll see Warwick Dunn in the backfield along with Allstott. They'll take turns and occasionally be on the field at the same time. But there, that was nothing special, as he lost a couple more yards, and now a disastrous 3rd and 22 for one of the weaker offenses here in Best of the 90s. So Dilfer, let's see if he'll go with something underneath just to get some yards. Instead, he looks for the play downfield, gets hit, fumbles the ball. That's Russell Maryland's second sack. What a good start to the season. The superstar Mayberry falls on it to keep possession, but the Buccaneers in 3 plays go backwards by 19 yards, and now they're punting from their own end zone. It's a short punt caught at the 41. There is a flag. The center, Mayberry, gets all the way down there and makes the tackle. Williams holding, so that will actually push the ball back to closer to midfield, but the Cowboys still starting on Tampa Bay's side on the 48-yard line. The Dallas Cowboys, of course, a 13-3 regular season back in '92, and they did not get beaten in the NFC Championship game. In fact, they won the whole thing, taking out the Eagles in the divisional round 34-10. They beat the San Francisco 49ers 30-20, and then they crushed the Buffalo Bills in that Super Bowl 52-17. They did not show us Aikman for whatever reason, but there's Hardy Nickerson with the tackle. Nickerson comes up, faking the blitz. I formation here for the Cowboys. There's the handoff to Emmitt Smith. He gets a block, and stiff arm bar across the 40-yard line. John Lynch came up for the hit, and Emmitt just pushed him away and got the first down. Emmitt Smith, one of the great all-time running backs, and certainly one of the best in the 90s. Look at this. Boom, Lynch, take that. Gets another 4 yards after just stiff-arming Lynch out of the way. Another handoff to Emmitt Smith, and this time he'll fight off Warren Sapp for a yard or two. 2nd and 8 coming up. Madden 22, for whatever reason, doesn't go through the starters. They do the quarterback, but then a lot of times fail to mention the starters. But we'll give them to you. Of course, you have Emmitt Smith in the backfield behind the Moose, Darryl Johnson. The offensive line is very good from left to right. Oh, here's a play action pass by Aikman. Look at downfield, and that's a bad throw and picked off by, is that Rondé Barber? All the way down to the 32-yard line where he's forced out by Troy Aikman. What anticipation by Rondé Barber. And I told you this 99 Tampa Bay Buccaneer team is built off of defense, and not just defense, but forcing turnovers. And that's what they do here. Aikman, an ill-advised throw. Rondé Barber picks it off and gets return yards to help out his offense. And we will go ahead and go back and tell you about the offensive line for the Buccaneers since they have the ball now. Left to right, you got Paul Gruber at tackle, Jorge Diaz, Tony Mayberry, the star center, Frank Middleton's the right guard, and Jerry Wunsch is the other tackle. Here's a 3 tight end set for the Bucs with, looks like Mike Allstott in the backfield, which makes sense because it's a short yardage situation. There's some motion. Are they going to run out of time? Will Dilfer get it off? He does not. Trent Dilfer. Delay of game, and that is not what they wanted, turning a 2nd and 2 back to a 2nd and 7. There you see on the bottom right the Madden 22 new stuff, if you will, the home field advantage. There's a huge run by Work done inside the 20 down to the 17-yard line. The first one's basically activated almost all the time unless the road team is just running away with it. And that's the Tampa Bay special one. And then, of course, because they've already had that big interception, they already have reached the first level, or I guess 2nd level of momentum, if you will. So the away team receivers have incorrect hot routes occasionally. There's Trent Dilfer, rolls out a little bit, fires to the tight end. It's caught. No, it's not caught. I thought for sure he caught it, but apparently it was incomplete. Bringing up 2nd and 10. Work done in the backfield. There's a fake to the tight end. Not sure the Cowboys are falling for that, but work done. Gets stuffed behind the line. Now, when I went through the X Factors and the superstar ability players, you may have noticed that the Dallas Cowboys had 0 on the defensive side of the ball, but they are a very... How does Work Done? Work Done is not supposed to have the dreads there. That's unfortunate. Thought for sure that those were cut off, but they're back. His hair grows rather quickly. We will cut them off again after the game. I was saying that this Dallas Cowboys, just because they have no X Factor superstar players, does not mean they're a pushover. I gave you some of the points for the Buccaneers, but here's the Dallas Cowboys. They allowed 243 points in 1992. That was 5th best. So the Bucs were 3rd best in their season, and they get a lot of hype. They have a couple superstar players, X Factors. The Cowboys had no individual standouts, therefore there are not the superstar and X Factors all over the place. But they were 5th, just 13 points more allowed than this great Buccaneer defense. And on top of that, they have a great offense, 2nd best in the league that year, scored 409 points. So again, the stats say the Cowboys should win this game. Defenses are Tampa Bay's got the edge on defense, but it's closer than most people think. And on offense, it's a huge, ridiculous edge for the Cowboys. However, turnovers make upsets happen, and that's what's happening so far. Aikman threw a pick. Cowboys trail. So here he comes. First throw was picked off and returned about 40 yards, and that is the reason the Cowboys trail. Aikman, I'm sure, will make up for that. Emmett, the only back of the backfield this time. Moose is not back there. Aikman will throw it to him. Actually, I guess that's a run because it was a lateral. So 4 carries, 10 yards for Emmett as he loses 3 on that carry. Tackled by safety Dexter Johnson. All right, so let's get back to that offensive line of the Cowboys. It's a good one. 2-A. Nate Newton, Mark Stepnoski, both Newton and Stepnoski, superstar players. Giesick and Eric Williams are the right side of the line, right guard and right tackle. The left side of the line is the older veterans. The right tackle is young, but otherwise they're all pretty intelligent and very good players. Emmitt Smith having a hard time on this drive. Goes backwards again. 3rd and 14 coming up. The rest of the skill guys, Alvin Harper and Michael Irvin on the outsides. Jay Novacek is the tight end. So we will hear those names. I'm sure you see both the wide receivers on the right side of Aikman here. There's a throw looking for Novacek. He makes the catch and then gets the first down by putting his head down and running over the corner for a first down. Donnie Abraham cannot stop Novacek, which makes sense. Abraham, of course, 190 pounds, whereas Novacek comes in at 234, so about 45 pounds difference there. And here's a false start penalty on the Cowboys. So Aikman back to pass again from 1st and 15. He'll go with the short swing pass to Emmitt Smith. Another stiff arm performed by Emmett. That gets him an extra yard. 2nd and 9. Pick up the penalty yardage. And now Aikman back to pass again. He's waiting, looking in trouble, and down he goes. Sacked by none other than Jones. And that is unfortunate play from the perspective of the Cowboys. Marcus Jones comes in, gets the sack. Marcus Jones did start 4 of the games as there was shared starts at end between Steve White, Marcus Jones, and Chidi Ahanatu. 3rd and 21 Cowboys. Aikman's got to make sure he doesn't throw a pick here. Gets rid of it underneath. The only thing the Bucs are allowing are the underneath passes to Emmitt Smith. And that is causing the Cowboys some problems here in the first quarter. Good pass coverage from the Bucs. Aikman has not thrown the ball that's hit the ground, though. 3 completions and 1 interception. But no completions to receivers. 2 to the running back, 1 to the tight end. And the Cowboys in a funk to start the game, but it's still in the first quarter. You see the Bucs are about to hit level 3 of momentum, so that could cause some problems for the Cowboys. They definitely need to stop this offense here. Has work done. Gets his head taken off there by Ken Norton. Junior, that is. You see Moose, Irvin, and Aikman talking about things. But this Cowboys team, although you expect better offense from them, their defense has only allowed the 10 yards so far. There's a handoff to Allstott, and he'll rumble and mumble up for a 5-yard gain on his first carry. Oh, sorry, Allstott actually led the team in rushing yards, but again, they definitely split between Allstott and work done. And there is a sack, Dilfer sacked for the 3rd time, this time by Jeff Coat. And the Cowboys defense off to a good start, just waiting for their offense to catch up. And there is a fair catch back at the 46-yard line for the Cowboys. So, it's easy enough to look up how good were the 92 Cowboys, the stats I gave you so far, based on the 92 season. You look up more stats for yourself if you ever want more information. But what you might not know is how do they, let's see this Hail Mary, not Hail Mary, but deep throw from Aikman. Michael Irvin, Mr. Showtime, goes up, gets the pass inside the 5. I thought it was a touchdown, but they're going to say he was down at the 1. Watch this play action pass. They got double coverage out there as the safety picks him up, or I'm sorry, he handed him off to the safety, so it is single coverage. How is that not a touchdown? He goes up, makes the catch. Lynch makes the tackle. They're going to say his knee went down before he got across the line. But a huge play by the Dallas Cowboys, and now they're on the doorstep. It should be Emmett slamming it in here. Let's see what happens. Hand off Emmitt Smith, and he gets stopped. A great play by the 99 Buccaneers to stop Emmett short of the first down. So the first quarter comes to an end. The Bucs actually win in this game. You see a huge difference in passing yards. But, of course, the turnovers are 1-0 in favor of the Bucs. And that has them in the lead 3-0. But the Cowboys are on the doorstep. It would be an amazing feat if the Bucs could stop them to a field goal here. Now they'll hand off to the Moose, and he gets stopped. Chidi Ahanatu with the stop. And that is a big play. They actually lost maybe a full yard there. Instead of inches, it's now a yard and some inches. What a play by this Bucs defense. And now you might see the Cowboys go to play action. Michael Irvin is the only receiver, but Jay Novacek is great in the red zone as well. And there's is that movement on the Cowboys? Oh, no. The Cowboys with the false start, and now you're definitely throwing here from the 6-yard line. Wow. Irvin, I thought, was in the end zone on that catch. They said down inside the 1, and now the Cowboys might not get this. Akers just got to throw it away under heavy pressure. Gets rid of the ball to avoid the sack, but the Bucs defense gets a gift from the refs perhaps on calling it down short of the end zone, and then they come up huge, keeping the Cowboys to a field goal attempt. Now Lynn Elliott comes out to try to tie the game. That is good. Elliott's true, and it is tied at 3. All right, so again, going back to the rankings as they are in the best of the 90s. This is teams, again, from 1990 through 1999, the best of each franchise. So Tampa Bay's 1999, of course, known more for their defense. Now, they were 3rd in points allowed in total defense as far as points go in 1999. But of the 32 teams that are in this league, the best of the 90s, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers rank 2nd out of all 32 teams in pass defense. They are the 2nd best team at defending the pass, and they rank 18th defending the run. So more in the middle of the pack against the run, but certainly great against the pass. Although they have allowed that big play to Michael Irvin, they did also get an interception. As far as the offense goes for your Tampa Bay Buccaneers, these numbers are not as good. Remember, number 2 against the pass, number 18 against the run. Here, out of 32 teams, again, they are 31st in throwing the football. The only team in best of the 90s that is worse than the Tampa Bay Buccaneers is the 1999 Baltimore Ravens, who are one of the teams that's actually better at defense. So there you go. The second worst team at throwing the ball is Tampa Bay. They are not much better at running. They're 29th at running the football. So offense is not how they're going to win games. Ranked 31 and 29 here in best of the 90s. Not expecting the Bucs to put up a bunch of yards in this season. But again, with the second best defense in the league, they have a chance to make some noise on almost purely defense and special teams. Here in their opening game, though, big underdogs against the 92 Cowboys, but they're holding their own so far, 3-3. All right, there you see talking over some things. Of course, all the technology. I mean, it's only 1990s, so it's not, that out of place. But, of course, it's Madden 22, so certainly the technology from today, going back a couple decades to the 90s. Aikman in trouble, gets rid of the ball and gets hit as he throws it, so it goes almost directly into the ground. 3rd and 10 now. Aikman prefers to be under center, and that's what you're seeing today. Not much shotgun from the Cowboys. He hits Emmitt Smith out of the backfield. That's just to get some yards, though, as the Bucs, again, are too good at pass defense to allow broken tackles and things of that nature. But they also have a great pass rush, and that's why Aikman has gone to the short passes, except for that big bomb to Michael Irvin. And again, just kind of feeling it out. I still have the Cowboys as the favorite here. I think they're going to be okay. As again, the Dallas defense, much underrated. But let's go ahead and talk to you about how good they are as far as compared to the rest of the 90s. In 92, of course, they were 5th at allowing points, but they did allow some yards. Here in this league, though, the best of all the 90s. Oh, there's a deep pass. Oh, he's got him. What a play. Dilfer shows his arm strength. That's one thing that he does have some of. And he finds one of the fastest receivers, if not the fastest player on the Bucs, in Jaquez Green. Look at this. He just goes, airs it out as far as he can, says, go get it. Next Gen Stats shows you that was in the air for over 60 yards, and it's caught inside the 10-yard line. Unbelievable play. That's the second big play we've had, one from each team on offense, and now the Bucs are in position to take the lead. Allstott in the backfield. They give it to him, and he pounds his way down inside the 4-yard line. Going back to the 92 Cowboys defense, although they didn't show it there, they actually are. This is, again, their defense, the underrated part of the team. They are 7th best in all of these teams that are considered the best of the 90s. They are the 7th best pass defense, and they rank 13th against the run. So 13-7, as opposed to the Buccaneers, who are 18-2. Those both add up to 20, so the defenses are not that different. But there you see Dilfer finding more for the touchdown. Buccaneers get in the end zone first. The first touchdown here in best of the 90s belongs to the second worst passing offense. It is Dilfer to Moore. Touchdown Buccaneers. Cannons going off. A surprise for sure. But it is what it is. 9-3, Tampa Bay leading Dallas. Martin Gramatica makes it 10-3. 4-play, 69-yard drive. Bucs on top of the Cowboys. We got an upset in the making here, folks. Upset here in the making. So Emmitt Smith and the Cowboys coming back out now trailing. Aikman drops back to pass. He gets rid of it and just a little bit too far in front. He wasn't really pressured on that one. That just happened to get away from him. There's a handoff to Emmitt Smith, and the Bucs all over that. So the Buccaneers now have it like a book enabled. Oh boy. We have, the receivers are already running incorrect hot routes on occasion, and now they've gotten to level 3 of the momentum, which means the defense will be able to see the primary receiver on each play. Just kind of a boost since they have the momentum. They kind of know where Aikman wants to go with the ball. Now Aikman's going to have to be careful. There he is careful. He gets rid of the ball at the last minute after going through his progressions. Nobody got open, and the Cowboys are going to have to change up their offense here and do something like that big shot they had to Irvin to get the momentum and the crowd to quiet down a little bit here. Dilfer comes up. This could be a big upset to start the league here. Best of the 90s. This roster is on Madden Share. I did fix it. A couple things though. The 96 Carolina Panthers. Unfortunately, I noticed after I started this league that their rosters, I forgot to make some statistical or rating updates. So on the share, the rosters for the Carolina Panthers, they're a little bit underrated in some areas. Hopefully I will get that updated and put back on the roster share shortly, but currently the 96 Panthers may be rated a little bit more poor than they were in real life. And the second thing is, of course, the X Factors don't match because you can't do X Factors offline. So some random people, like I believe Ed McCaffrey, who's the last option of the 49ers receivers, has an X Factor or something just because that's what he had offline. He should not have an X Factor. He will not in this league. But that's why I have decided on the games that are broadcast to go ahead. Dilfer off his back foot, throws it all the way into the end zone. There you go for some arm strength. Uh-oh. Their center and maybe best offensive lineman Mayberry gets up, shooken up. Doesn't look like a major injury, but he will have to take at least a playoff. Looking at him on the sidelines. What I was going to say is pre-game, we will go ahead and go over the X Factors for each team just so you can see what I've chosen to do. Dilfer looking deep, throws it into double coverage, but the interception is dropped. And Martin Gramatica is going to try a 62-yard field goal. Oh, boy. The kick is up, and oh, my goodness. It's good. Martin Gramatica from 62. What is happening on the opening game? Wow. Martin Gramatica does have one of the best legs here in this best of 1990s. I mean, of course, he's coming in at the end of the 90s, 1999. Strong leg. Kicker's legs continue to get stronger. So that is one of the reasons why I went best of the 90s, not best teams of all time. There's just too much. If we went with, like, let's say, Matt Stover or something from, well, the 2000 Ravens would be the best team. But anyways, the teams from the 2000s would have much stronger legs than, let's say, the kicker from the 68 Jets or 66 Packers. The receivers, for the most part, I mean, there was Paul Warfield. There was definitely some fast guys back in the past, but there's more of them now. So the teams from the 2000s, you know, might have 4 or 5 receivers with speed better than 90. And the old-time guys, like the 72 Dolphins, would just have one speedster, and the rest of them would just be slow. And the way Madden 22 plays, that would not do well to the old-school teams. I may make a roster of old-school teams, depending how this goes. But we decided to just go with the 90s, keep it all within the same era. And even then, there's still an advantage that the 98 and 99 teams have stronger leg kickers than some of the 90, 91 teams. So that just is what it is. A 46-yard field goal for Scott Norwood or some of the teams from 1990. Maybe much more in question than, like you saw, Martin Gramatica. I didn't expect him to make him from over 60. But a 46-yarder would be much easier for him. All right. Got the sun coming through the window, hitting me directly in the face. So trying to move slightly. Aikman, he tried to get the ball away, but he could not, as Culpepper just got in there too quick. And now the momentum is back into full tier, third stage. Everything going right for the Bucs today. Trying to pull off the upset. 2-minute warning. It's 13-3. Buccaneers. I got the 92 Cowboys as one of the favorites to possibly win this whole thing. The thing they have against them is, 1, they might game, and 2, they are playing in a very hard division with 2 other Super Bowl champions in the 91 Redskins and the 1990 Giants. The Eagles should be in last place, but they're no easy team to get rid of either, as they are the 1990 Eagles, who were quite good at both running the ball and defending the run. There's an incompletion from Dilfer, 6 of 11, 95 yards and a touchdown. That's not bad for Dilfer. Basically what Tony Dungy wants from Trent Dilfer is don't turn the ball over. If he's over 50%, gets him some yards, throws a touchdown pass or 2, and doesn't throw a turnover, that is winning football for the way this team is built. There you see he's inaccurate for no reason, but again, that's okay as long as he's not throwing interceptions. Dungy will live with the occasional inaccuracy. Now they'll run and try to make the Cowboys at least use one of their timeouts after failing on 2 previous passes. Maybe the better idea would have been to run 3 times and at least get rid of all the Cowboys' timeouts, but that is not the way it played out. This is a great punt, though, all the way back to the 34-yard line. 5 yards on the return. And let's see what Aikman and the Cowboys have in mind here. They are close enough. They should certainly try to get 3 points before the half. Aikman fires to Novacek across the 50, and he gets all the way up to the 43-yard line, in fact. No huddle. Is that Calvin Martin in the backfield? There's another completion to Novacek, who breaks a tackle and gets inside the 20. So back-to-back plays from Aikman and Novacek. Aiken's already over 150 yards, and the Cowboys will go ahead and take a timeout here. 1 minute remains in the first half. Bucs doing everything they need to do to get the upset, but the Cowboys are on the march. If they could get a touchdown here right before the end of the first half, that would be a big spirit lifter for the 92 Cowboys. There's a completion to Michael Irvin. No, to Emmitt Smith, sorry. Saw the X after not paying attention and thought it was Irvin, but of course it was not. Aikman now back to pass again, and he'll throw it out to Emmitt Smith again. Emmitt Smith being busy in the passing game. A lot of that is the way the Bucs are defending. But still, Emmitt off to a great start as a receiving back. Aikman's got all day. This is how good the line can be, and he still has to go to Emmitt because the Bucs defense just continues to cover people. Ooh, the Cowboys decide to go ahead and call it. Oh, wow, I didn't realize they were down to 6 seconds. So that's why they had to call their last time out and just take the field goal. Did not see the time going that quick, but indeed it did. Elliott puts it through, though. Cuts the lead to a one-score game, and you see that momentum meter on the top. Has backed off a little bit away from stage 3, and that will do it for the first half. First half has been a good one. The Buccaneers with the surprise lead so far, but I believe the Cowboys will get the ball to start the second half. There you see some of the other games coming up as far as televised / broadcast games. The one from the morning that you're going to get, that's not true. It's not going to be that one. It's actually going to be the 1995 Steelers and the 1990 Buffalo Bills. There it is at the bottom left. Steelers at Bills, 1995 Steelers, who made it to the Super Bowl and lost, against the 1990 Buffalo Bills, who made it to the Super Bowl and lost. In fact, both those teams lost to the Cowboys. No, sorry. They did lose to the Cowboys, but that Bills-Cowboys game was a different year. It was not this 92. It wasn't that 90 Bills team. They lost. The Bills of 92 did lose to this Dallas Cowboys team. But we're talking about Bills 1990, so not the same team. And then the 95 Steelers, again, lost to the Cowboys of 95, but not this 92 Cowboys team. Still, many of the pieces are the same, though, so those games, either the Bills or Steelers against this Cowboys team would definitely bring back some memories for people. But that's not what we have anyways. We have Steelers at Bills will be the next game broadcast on this channel. When will it be? I'm not sure. It will be, hopefully there'll be a weekly broadcast, which means the season will take much more than 18 weeks, as, we're talking about a Thursday night broadcast today, and then the Sunday noon games or 1 o'clock games sometime in the next week. And then I have not decided if I'll do an afternoon Saturday and Monday game. That would be 5 games. It might not be that much, but we'll broadcast a couple games a week at least. We'll definitely do the Thursday night one to start the week. Well, I shouldn't say that all the time. Sometimes I may end up having to skip the Thursday night game, just the way things are going. But most likely we'll get at least one of the Thursday, Sunday, Monday night games and at least one of the regular daytime games. Have not thought it through exactly the schedule that this will go on. But if you want to know when the games are happening, just click that subscribe and bell icon. Oh, no! Aikman throws it just in front of Emmitt Smith, and that is where that's Hardy Nickerson. Derek Brooks is so good at reading throws that I thought it might be him, but it was not. It was actually Hardy Nickerson, who was covering Emmitt out of necessity and ends up coming up with an interception as Aikman trying to lead Emmitt. I don't know if he didn't see Nickerson or what, but he should have probably thrown that behind him. There's a handoff to Allstott, and he forces his way up for a gain of 3. 5 carries, 16 yards now. You see Tampa Bay definitely winning on the ground, 39-6. Here's one of those occasions where you have both Workdown and Allstott on the field at the same time. Allstott throws a block, but big Charles Haley there making a play on the run. It's good to see that he's not just a pass downs player. Delfer from the shotgun here. He's looking deep. He's looking for another touchdown, and he overthrows his man. He got work done out wide, and he beat his guy slightly. I mean, he wasn't wide open, but he did beat him with a perfect throw. The throw was a little bit too far. And the Bucs will punt. All right, so Cowboys trailing still by a touchdown. Plenty of time, though. We're in the third quarter only. Hand off to Emmitt Smith, and Warren Sapp is there. 12 carries, only 11 yards, so they're giving it to Emmitt. There's just no running room. Somehow Emmitt Smith has gotten his X factor to flare up, though. His play-action pass, they use him as a decoy and then throw it to him. So Emmitt Smith only averaging 1 yard a carry, but doing a huge job as a receiver. 8 receptions already for a running back not known for his receiving skills. He has no problem catching the ball, but it's just not what he's known for here. You would think guys in this league such as Marcus Allen, Ricky Waters, those kind of guys, more known for that. But it's Emmitt Smith who has 8 catches in the opening game here. And now Novacek's X Factor lighting up. So the Cowboys ready to make some plays here. Everyone lighting up. Emmitt Smith breaks the first tackle. Warren Sapp cleans it up, though. The first tackle, unfortunately for the Cowboys, was behind the line. So even with a broken tackle, it's only a 2-yard gain. Aikman drops back to pass. He's looking for Emmitt for the 9th time. That's the 9th reception by Emmitt Smith. The defense continues to play in their Tampa 2 shell, refusing to let any more deep passes. They got the one to Michael Irvin, and they are shutting down the deep pass ever since. Aikman now, he's got time. Great offensive line, but still the coverage is so good that eventually even a great offensive line like this runs out of time, and Aikman's just got to get rid of the ball. And the Cowboys will punt once again. Dilfer coming out from the shotgun, work done off his right hip. 7 minutes to go in the third. Bucs with a surprising lead. Dilfer in trouble, gets rid of it, looking deep, going for it all. Good coverage downfield, and it's knocked away. One-on-one coverage. Dilfer decided to go for it. It was incomplete. And now Dilfer's going to change the play. Dilfer changing the play now. Nobody's back there with him. Work done, split out wide. 5 wides that makes, and that ball's dropped. That was not a Dilfer accuracy problem. That was right on the money, but the ball was dropped. And now that brings up 3rd and 10. Dilfer drops back, fires across the first down marker for the first down. Big Riddell Anthony making the catch. Just across the first down marker. Dilfer loads up, fires. Anthony gets hit, but holds on to the ball. And the Bucs continue their drive. Oh, a pump fake by Dilfer. Now he's looking deep downfield, throws it into double coverage. So the pump fake was to maybe get rid of the triple coverage. I don't know. He still threw it into double coverage after the pump fake to the left, though. Not sure what Dilfer saw on that. Maybe he just pump faked it and assumed it would fool the safety. But ill-advised throw. He gets away with it, though. Dilfer now he'll go underneath. A much safer throw, and work done turns that into a first down. Dilfer, again, 8 of 18. Not spectacular, but the 0 interceptions is what he needs to do for this 99 Buccaneer team to win games. There's a throw out to Moore a little bit too far in front, and that'll be incomplete. And now they decide to punt. Dungy, of course, he knows his offense is ranked as low as it is, and he decides not to go for it. Why is Royals bouncing off the ground? No penalty flag. They didn't show us exactly what happened, but Royals was literally bouncing off the ground after he punted that ball. So let's see if the Cowboys can do something. They've only gotten 2 field goals off of this Bucs defense so far. They'll turn. They'll use Emmitt as decoy again. Play action pass. Harper gets hit over the middle. Aikman's 18 of 25, over 200 yards, having a pretty good game outside of that one interception that led to the first points of the game. Aikman, play action, and he'll go to Emmitt Smith. Emmitt Smith's going to break some sort of record. I believe that's his 10th reception already. Cowboys going with the throw it to their running back. Pump fake by Aikman, and now he's looking downfield and overthrows everyone. Rondé Barber had good coverage on Michael Irvin. You see total yards, the Cowboys do have the edge, but they trail by 7. Aikman drops back, throws it out to Emmitt Smith, who gets tackled short of the first down. 11 receptions for Emmitt Smith, but the Cowboys will punt yet again. This is a punt towards the sidelines and out of bounds to the 11. Pretty good job there. You can get it out of bounds around the 10. That's definitely a good punt. Dilfer comes out in the shotgun. A lot of shotgun here in the second half. Cowboys forgot about Moore on that play. He was wide open. And Dilfer didn't miss. Brings up 2nd and inches. There's a turn. Oh! A fake. Dilfer fakes it to work done and then runs for 6 yards. Dilfer, not a Speeds or anything, but a little bit, he's not unathletic, let's say. Move a little bit, and he does for 6 yards there. Work done, picks up a couple more. And Tampa Bay is over 50 yards running. Neither team running exceptionally well. There's a handoff to Allstott. He goes nowhere. 17 yards on the day for Allstott. 3rd and 4. Dilfer throws just over the head of Riddell Anthony. And incomplete. Dilfer only 9 of 21. But again, he ran for a first down. He's not throwing an interception. This kind of offense doesn't win games by themselves. But if they don't turn the ball over and they just do a little bit here and there, a little bit of running, a couple passes here and there, move the ball somewhat, get 1 touchdown, that's good enough to win games. That's what they do. That's the Tony Dungy 99 Buccaneers philosophy. The Cowboys doing a little bit different than normal. They're not hitting. They hit 1 big play to Irvin, but that's it. They are not running the ball as well as they usually do. Aikman's been pretty good, but his best play has been the throw to Emmitt out of the backfield, which is not exactly what they do. But in general, they're doing what they do, their defense, stopping offenses, offensive line playing well for the most part. And Aikman has distributed the ball 21 to 29, much better than Dilfer's 9 of 21. But again, just not able to get points so far. Emmitt Smith runs over this first tackler. That might be Emmitt's best run of the day, even though it was only 6 yards. He's up to 24 yards now. We'll see if this offensive line and Emmitt Smith can wear some teams down. Now, again, you're playing all the best of the 90s, so you're playing the best teams. It won't be as easy to wear them down as, let's say, when you were playing the 1990, Cleveland Browns, I don't know. Or the 1992, I should say. You're not playing the 92 Giants, you have to play the 90 Giants. You're not playing the 92 Tampa Bay Buccaneers, you have to play the 99 Buccaneers. So it won't be as easy as they're used to for any of these teams. You just have to adapt and see who is the best team of the 90s. That's what this league is for. Second and 10. They'll pitch it out to Emmitt Smith. He gets some nice pull blocking there inside the 20, inside the 10. That is his best run of the day. Nice blocking from the offensive line, including Tuane, and then a big contribution from the Moose, of course, with a big lead block. And Emmitt, with his best run of the day, gets a first and goal from the 6. the Cowboys find this end zone here, we'll have a tie game. And we'll hand it off this time to the backup running back. Emmett finally gets a breather, and Aggie goes with huge holes created. I guess the Bucs were not anticipating they would give it to Aggie while Emmett was on the sidelines, but they do. Huge hole, nice lead block by the Moose, and before any Buck can touch him, he's in the end zone. And Elliott will come out to try to tie this, and he is successful. So you see that momentum. Bar went all the way back down to the middle, almost just a slight edge for the Bucs now. Actually, there is no edge. It's gone to the left side. It's on the Cowboys side now. The only advantage is just the home field advantage. And we're tied at 13. The Bucs need to get some first downs here. They need to give their defense a little bit of a rest. As you can see, the Cowboys started to get into their role finally, and that's not good news for the Bucs, especially if they go 3 and out here. Dilfer has got to complete some passes this time. He throws it towards the sidelines. That's knocked away, and now there you go. The Cowboys have reversed the fortunes, and now it's the Buccaneers receivers that are going to have problems with their hot routes. And Dilfer will turn and fire, and the Cowboys are all over that. I believe he did catch it. Nice catch by Work done, but a great recognition by the Cowboys there, and tackled for no gain. Big play by, I believe that was that Isaac Holt. Dilfer now 3rd and 13 will go underneath, but the tackle is made. And that tackle made by Washington stops Work done short of the first down. Work done has 6 catches himself, so the running backs between Work done and Emmett Smith, I think they have 17 or 18 catches. That's just the kind of game it is turned into. A little dump down passing. And now the Cowboys with the momentum come out. You see Emmett Smith now, only 8 yards in the first half, 37 here in the second, starting to impose his will. 10 minutes to go. Let's see if this is a heavy Emmett drive. First play goes to Emmett. He cuts it back. It's a couple of yards. 2nd and 7, 9 minutes to go in this one. We're tied right now. And they'll give it to Emmett again, and this time the Bucs stand strong. Nice tackle by Quarles. And 3rd and 6 coming up, I formation. Aikman on their center the way he likes it. Emmett's on fire still. Aikman drops back. The line gives him some time, but now it breaks down. He's in trouble. He gets hits, fumbles the football. And big Nate Newton lands on it. Nate Newton may have just saved the game there. What hustle from the big 300-plus pounder. Getting to the ball and picking it up before those Buccaneers could pick it up and possibly turn it into a defensive touchdown. Nate Newton saving the game. Aikman, he's been throwing the ball away under pressure most of the game. That time he decided to, I don't know if he had a problem getting the ball into throwing motion or what, but that time he got outside of the pocket, he just was not able to get rid of it and took a huge sack, actually fumbled the ball as well. But Nate Newton saved the day, and now the Bucs get a chance for a last, well, I wouldn't say last minute yet, but a late game drive to win the game. Dilfer, 2nd and 5. Good enough protection, hits more out of the backfield, and he's up to, not out of the backfield, but across the middle, up to the 40-yard line. Here we go, Bucs letting the clock run a little bit. Buccaneers looking for the upset. We're tied here, 99 Buccaneers and 92 Cowboys. Dilfer now steps back, goes further back, throws it deep, and he was just throwing that ball away. Dilfer under 50% on the day, but again, no turnovers. This number one rule of Tony Dungy. Do not turn the ball over, Trent. And I won't have to go to Sean King. And that is where we're at. No turnovers for Dilfer. Looking downfield and just misses his receiver. That brings up a 3rd and 10. Dilfer from the shotgun again. Can he get inside the 30-yard line for the first down? He's in trouble, gets rid of the ball, throws it into all kinds of problems. Wow, that is what Tony Dungy does not want. He would prefer you just hold on to the ball or get the ball out of bounds. Dilfer panics, throws the ball right into Darren Woodson's hands. And Woodson, who probably had a pick six if he holds on, drops the ball. And now Martin Gramatica comes out for a 57-yarder. Kick is up. And that is good. Gramatica's got a 57 and a 62-yard field goal, which is just insane. Perfect kicks both times, and the Buccaneers get the momentum back. They lead 16-13, looking for the upset. 6 minutes to go. Can Aikman get the comeback drive here on this field? Out he comes, Troy Aikman. Out of UCLA, grew up in Oklahoma football, which is pretty big time as well. Aikman in trouble, though, and down he goes. So Derek Brooks took the long way around, but got there for his second sack, and that might light him on fire, and that will make things a lot harder for Aikman and the Cowboys. 2nd and 18. He's not on fire yet. So that's one bullet dodged, but the line needs to come up here. You know they're going to pass rush. And Aikman gets rid of the ball to Irvin. Gets some of those yards back. Makes it a 3rd and 10. And at least a possible conversion here. Here come the Bucs. They are only going to rush 4. They're going to play Tampa 2 here and make him go underneath to Moose Johnson, who gets very close to a first down. Moose put his head down and got 9.5 yards, and now a question mark. Now a question for the Cowboys. They are going to punt. I am a little bit surprised. The Bucs defense certainly is talented, but you got Emmett and Moose back there. Aikman's been finding receivers, just not for much yards at a time. He has hit the 300-yard mark, so Aikman's been fine. The Bucs defense has allowed over 350 yards, I believe. Well, no, with the sacks it's probably closer to 300, but the Cowboys are getting yards. They just can't seem to get points, and they decide not to go for it on a 4th and a half a yard. And let's see if that was a mistake. They're counting on their defense to stop the Bucs, but on the first play, Allstott gets a first down, and he's up to 29 yards rushing. And now the Bucs come out with nobody in the backfield but Dilfer. That's an interesting call, trying to work on the clock. They decide to go through the air, but he does complete the pass. That might be another first down. So 2 quick first downs by the Bucs. No, he's short, 2nd and inches. The Cowboys might have preferred that be a first down, because now if they get a first down on a running play, we're all the way down to the 2-minute warning. They are going to hand it off to Mike Allstott, but the Cowboys come up huge on defense. And now, all of a sudden, it's 3rd and a full 1. The Bucs will let the 2-minute warning act as a timeout for them so they can think about what to do. Cowboys need a stop. If the Cowboys do not get this stop, they're going to have to burn all their timeouts, and we're going to get close to clinching it for the Bucs. Big play. Dilfer goes to the air and almost throws an interception again. Another dropped interception. Dilfer. Wow. I don't know how you trust Dilfer over Allstott or even Warwick Dunn, but they do, and Dilfer almost hands the game away. But another dropped interception keeps the Bucs in the lead, and now Troy Aikman gets one more turn to try to win this for his team. Let's see, will the Bucs send 7 back to cover, or will they be blitzing? They're only going to do the 4, and Michael Irvin makes a nice play. Rodney Barber all over him, but Irvin comes down with it. Close to a first down, and gets out of bounds. Cowboys have all 3 timeouts, so really they can use any part of the field at this point. Only need a field goal to tie, but here's his trouble, and down goes Aikman. Chitty on a how to 2 with the sack, and that will cause the Cowboys to go ahead and call timeout. Cowboys don't want to rush anything here. 3rd and 13, big play needed. Tampa Bay has 6 sacks today. Aikman fires. Irving makes the catch, but that's not much yards. Why are the Cowboys calling timeout again? I guess they wanted to talk about this big 4th and 5 play. Are the Bucs going to bring the heat? Aikman's going to have to get rid of the ball quick, I believe. Steps up, fires. It's complete, but it's short. No, it's not complete. Did he drop it? Well, either way, since the Cowboys used their timeout, They are almost out of chances here. Handoff. Allstott, if he gets his first down, it's over. He's very close to a first down. He is short, inches short. A first down here, wins it though. Dilfer, no way he's throwing this. He hands it off, and that is a first down by Warwick Dunn. The 1999 Tampa Bay Buccaneers at home defeat one of the favorites in this league, the 1992 Cowboys, and there you go. When it's the best against the best, you never know what's going to happen. The best of the 1990s starts out with an upset. 99 Buccaneers defeat the 1992 Dallas Cowboys by the score of 16-13. Thank you very much for joining. Again, if you're interested in this series, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications. If you get a notification, join live if you want. We can talk football while simulating a game from the 90s. It's open mic, open everything. But thanks for watching. This has been fun. Even if nobody watches, I don't care. I'll continue to do this. I love the 90s. I also love the 80s. But right now we're focused on the 90s football, and it starts with a game I did not predict. I had the Cowboys winning this one, but Tampa Bay wins by the old home field advantage 3-point margin. The big thing was the interceptions. 2, interceptions 0. Also, Aikman was pressured 14 times. That's that pass defense of the Bucs that we talked about. Bucks win. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, everyone. This has been Phantom Fighter and the best of the 90s.